Hi there. So I'm going to do a slightly different video this time. My builder hasn't been here since Wednesday, and it's Sunday now. He had Thursday and Friday, he had to do other work. And like most sensible people, he's got the weekend off. So he should be back in tomorrow, Monday. So structurally, nothing has changed since my last video, but I thought this time I will actually show you the plans so you know what is supposed to be what, because I've just been talking about where things are going, and it won't make any sense till it's completed. But I thought I'd show you the plans so you can see the sense behind all this madness. So this one here is actually a copy of the plans that the council had on file, dated October 2nd, 1975. So nearly, what is that? Nearly 50 years ago. 48 years ago or something. Anyway, so I want to show you this because having a look at that shows what the house originally was, or at least it was in 1975 when they applied for building consent. So it was a 2-bedroom house with a lounge, kitchen, bathroom, laundry, and this thing called lean-to dining. Now, this big area here got turned into a bedroom, which I'll show you in the next one, and that was that weird big hallway. But as you can see, the original kitchen had 4 doorways. So a doorway out to the bathroom laundry, a doorway, the back door, which I've now got blocked up from my last video, this doorway into what was the lounge, and this opening that goes into the lean-to dining. So any of my other videos that you've seen, this wall that we're taking down, you could see that the shape of what used to be a door plastered over, that's what that was. So the original kitchen had 4 doorways, so it only had this much space there, and I imagine the fridge or the stove or something was over here. However, that's not how it ended up after they did the renovations. And if you've watched my other videos, we found packing newspaper in the walls from 1976. So this was apparently approved, I think, in 1975. And so in 1976, they built the extension. So this is what they were getting approved. This was long before I even lived in New Zealand. As it says, proposed floor plan. So kind of looking, this section stays the same, and the kitchen was supposed to stay the same. I've actually colored on it the way it ended up, but the kitchen, all this part was supposed to stay the same. The changes were supposed to be to the lounge area and an extension out where the lean-to dining is. So that was the lounge area, got turned into this big weird hallway and a 3rd bedroom with another little hallway, because there in the first one, that's the front door, and so that's the front door there. So they kind of made a hallway, so there's 3 doorways there, and the other bedroom, and then the current living dining area. So this essentially is what it looks like. I changed the plans to show exactly what the kitchen looks like. So instead of having those 3 doors there and a doorway here, they actually closed off that doorway, put an arch here, and then put an arch there. Now this made sense because that's the original exterior wall, and it was supporting. This archway didn't make sense, but I guess they were trying to match them up. So instead of having 4 doorways in the kitchen, they then had 3 doorways. I don't know that it actually gave them much more room in the kitchen. So this turned into like that ugly pantry, and this is where I put my fridge that overhung, and then the stove here actually overhung. So the stove was put where the opening for the lean-to dining was, and this doorway got blocked off, and that's where the pantry went, and this is where they ended up putting a doorway. So still a very small kitchen, not a lot of space there, but a bigger dining, kind of snug living room area around here, and this really wide hallway, which didn't really make sense. I mean, if anything, I would have put the hallway shorter and had bigger bedroom there, but that wasn't me. So that's what we were starting with for my renovation. that's how it was left in 1976, as far as I'm aware. And so for my renovations, I will show you a nice modernized one. Computers came into effect after the last one. So that's just showing a side view of my house. That's this is the front, and this is coming up the driveway, and the kitchen is there. This is what was extended. So the dining, living area, double garage, and that's the unit that I went and hid in when it was too noisy for me last week. My older daughter lives in there. These parts were built on later on. Council has plans saying that the unit was built in the 80s and nothing for the garage, so I think the garage was just tacked on between the two afterwards, which is kind of what they did back in the day. So that's kind of looking at my house. Now, ripping the roof off and looking down at the house, this existing shed is actually the original garage from the main road, and they call it a shed because, it's not technically a garage. You could put a car in there. So here, basically this is that turned that way. So that's how we're looking. We ripped the roof off and we're looking at it like that. So this is the unit. That's the 2-car garage. And then this is the house with the 3 bedrooms. And that's the area that's is being renovated. So laundry, bathroom, that had walls there. So this is all going to be pretty much open. So that's what they were showing council we're going to do. And then here's a closer look. So this is showing all the different parts. Here comes my cat. One of my cats. So that's showing all the different areas, but this is the important part. So here we go. That's the same as what I just showed you, but it shows the interior. And this shows how it was existing until a week ago. So the 3 doorways into the kitchen, and that's the original back door. That's the original front door, which is getting closed off. And so here's that weird big hallway area. And so that's showing what it was. And now I wrote on here because when the draftsman put it forward, he said, he just had to have some idea what the kitchen looked like. And at the time, I didn't have the kitchen fully planned. But now I do. So what we're doing is we're closing off the front door. And so I'll use that as some storage space outside my bedroom. You've seen that we've already blocked up the back door, and that's going to be a cupboard for my vacuum. Just hold on a second. The cat's trying to get where it shouldn't be. Okay, the cat's trying to jump up into the ceiling because it's open. And we used to have rats. Hopefully there aren't any there, but he can smell them and wants to go hunting. So, so that doorway's closed. We've already framed up that wall, so there's going to be a hallway here. And then the door from the bedroom, that door is going to be moved over here and blocked off, which will give me more space in that bedroom. Because before that was kind of right in the middle, and the only power is right there, so it was a very awkward place. Couldn't really stick a bed with a nightstand with any electricity there. And so this is essentially what the kitchen's going to look like. And so over here, the red lines are where a beam is going to be put up to support the wall. So that used to be the edge of the kitchen. So the kitchen used to cover this area here. So that's the plan. That's how it's supposed to look. And then this was done by my daughter Alicia, and that's the actual kitchen that has been ordered and coming. So if you see that plan there, that's the new hallway wall, and then that's the U shape. So looking at this guy here, that's the wall and the U shape. So on my new kitchen, we're going to leave it open so I can have a fridge there and enough space. If I get a bigger fridge, it'll fit there. I'm going to have a pull-out pantry here. This is all on the wall that's been built, so this is all going to be tall stuff here, but the other ones I'm not going to have any overhead cabinets. This is going to be a oven cabinet wall unit, I think it's called. So there'll be some drawers, there'll be an oven, and there will be space for a microwave, and it goes all the way up to the top, same as that pantry, it goes all the way up to the top. Then there's a little pull-out cabinet that I can put my baking trays in. And the reason we have that there is because this area is going to be the range, or the burners, for my cooking pots and stuff. And you have to have a minimum, I think, 200 millimeters between a wall area, which this is going all the way up to the ceiling, and the hot area. So that's 150, and then the actual burners are another 50 away from that edge. So that makes it legal. My daughter's so clever. I didn't know any of this, but she does. And then this is a corner unit, and I'm going to have matching one over there. But it's one where when you pull it out, it's already got the thing in there. So the doors, when you pull it, the doors will stay attached, and they just move inside as the thing spins around, so you can access stuff. So you don't have to pull a door out and then pull stuff out. So it's really cool. I'm not sure what I'm putting in there, but I'm going to have so much more space. I don't know what I'm going to do with it all. But these are all drawers. Underneath all these are drawers. Because I don't like the cupboards. I don't like having to get down and look in the cupboards, then get lost in the back of the cupboards. So with the drawers, I'll just pull everything out, and I'll be able to see it. And then, so the sink, I'm getting a new sink, about time. So sink there and a dishwasher there, which will be so exciting. Haven't had a dishwasher since I rented a place about 25 years ago. That's the same as that cabinet, so the doors slide around and the insides will come out, so I can access the full. This is going to be a rubbish bin, to pull it out for the rubbish bin, and then 2 sets that are going to be matching that have 3 drawers each, so skinny ones at the top for my cutlery and bigger ones at the bottom for my dishes and any other, I guess, my storage containers, etc. I don't actually know what I'm going to put everywhere, but it'll be fun. So this part is actually shorter than this part, which is fine. And then up here, which you don't see, that's the dining and lounge area. So just going to be able to walk past that all. So if you go in, there's a bedroom here, and then bedroom here, and a bedroom down here. So if you come out of the bedrooms, you're not walking into a weird hall or right into the kitchen. So you can come out of the bedrooms and decide where to go. Nice big opening to go into the kitchen. I think floor space wise, it's only going to be an extra 2 square meters because we lost a bit with this wall, but we moved it that direction. So the floor space isn't that much, but the way it's laid out, I'm going to have far more cupboards and cabinets, counter space. So this is all counter all around there, all the way up to this edge. That's goes overhead, but this is all counter. And this is going to hang over to give me a breakfast bar. So I'm going to get bar stools there, and I can have people over, be able to see everybody when I'm cooking, look right through, as well as when I do my paper craft classes. I used to get a table out, use my dining table and another table. So I'll use my dining table up there and another table, and this will be the extra space for people to craft. So it's going to be so exciting. So now, going from this section here, I'm going to show you what it looks like. So that's the section that's going to go up on the wall. So there's a new wall behind here, and room for the fridge, room for the pantry and the oven tower. There's my range and my range hood. And then that's a pull out, and then this is the corner one. So that's showing you I'll have that wall space there, but this is all got stuff overhead. So that is the one where we have the new wall. Then coming around this side, we come to the existing window, and that's the corner unit and another corner unit, and there's the sink. The sink will have cupboards because you just have to have that under a sink in order to access it, but I'm going to have some newfangled, gadgets to get things in and out easily. Dishwasher, and then that's the corner cabinet, and then coming this way, so that's the current back door, French door, but coming this way, coming out that way, I think that's not showing it true. It's probably further over to the right. The third area, coming out here, so there's the French doors over there and the sink is on this side. You'll be looking into the dining area and the lounge area over there. So that's the corner unit, pull out rubbish bin and sets of 3 drawers, 2 sets matching, and the counter which will overhang to give me a breakfast bar. And this is what used to be part of that really weird long hallway coming out this way. So that's showing you everything. Now, the other thing my daughter and I are gonna work on, the builder's not going to do, because it's not that difficult, is the laundry. So here's the laundry here. And currently there's a, not sure if it shows it in one of the other plans. Let me see. No, I think it only shows it on the original plan. So the original plan, there was a cabinet there that had the hot water cylinder and a gap and a sink. And there was a window there. Now I put in a door. There was also a little cabinet there, which I ripped out. But I put a door in there so we can access the garage, which is why I don't need that back door anymore. So I could go straight into the garage. So I'm going to rip out that cabinet and replace that sink and finally have a washer and dryer in situ. So that's the existing sink, and then they already showed everything out. Those 2 areas, the bathroom and the laundry, are the same size, but I put that door in there. I don't think I'll actually have a door there. It'll just be an opening. But on this wall, that's the only wall we're going to have stuff. Nothing on these walls here because you got to walk through. But just on that wall there in the laundry, this is what my daughter has designed. So washer, which I bought a couple weeks ago, so I got the new washer. The dryer, which I found out I can get a heat pump dryer so I don't have to vent it anywhere. And a smaller sink than what I currently have because I don't really use the huge sink. They used to always have really big sinks back in the day because I think they used to soak a lot of stuff. But nowadays, you just do it in your washing machine. And then I'll have cabinets up top with a shelving system. So Alicia and I are going to do all that. And the countertop here, I have some old solid wooden doors that I got years ago. And I am going to see about using one of those to do the counter there. So that's the doorway. So you'll be able to walk through the garage, past the laundry, into the new hallway. And that'll be my updated laundry room. So now we're going to do a walkthrough. And I apologize in advance if you hear noises because I am doing a load of wash with the new washing machine. It's pretty quiet at the moment, but it might get noisy. So I'm going to pause this for a second so I can take the phone off the holder, and hopefully the orientation stays the same. Okay, that didn't work as planned. There's my holder there, and when I took it off, it stopped the video. So I don't know why. But just to show you, so I'm standing in the dining room, which is where I do my videos and use a table for crafting. This is my makeshift kitchen at the moment. So I had that piece of furniture from ages ago and was going to throw it out because I'm not planning to reuse it, and then suddenly thought that'll be perfect for my kitchen. So moved the fridge to the corner, and then I've got my microwave, and then the top drawer, it's got my cutlery, and then I've got food stuff, important things, peanut butter, biscuits, chips. The jug, I've got a power strip there so I can have the jug and plug in a toaster and charge my phone. This side over here has got other essentials like toaster and just a few dishes and things. Just enough for me to survive while the kitchen's being done. So that's my makeshift kitchen. And then I've got a bin down there with some extra storage things and whatnot that I might need for the kitchen. So that is the dining area, which is now my little kitchenette. And we're now back to the renovations. Okay, so that's where the beam's going up. And so on the ground, see the green? That's where I'm going to have the, it's not an island, that part of the U coming out, and that's going to be my breakfast bar coming out from basically where the wallpaper ends. It's going to come out there. So looking back, you can see my dining table, and I'll have that. So I'll have plenty of space to carry on doing my crafting and teaching my classes. So there's the wall. So that's where I showed the picture, my fridge. And so it's showing that line there is going to be the edge of my fridge in theory. And then my oven, my range, my microwave, all going to be there. So the electrician has to come in and put power in there. And then the sink is going to basically stay in the same area, but moved over slightly. So it'll actually probably be more centered under the window. So the sink's going to go there. And because this wall's leaving, we're going to come all the way out to here. So it's kind of hard to visualize that part at the moment because there's the supporting wall in the way. And then this will be the new hallway. Of course, that door is moving. And so what used to be, you can tell by the difference on the flooring, how wide that other hall-ish area was. So it will actually be much narrower, but not too bad because you've got this big opening. You'll have a big opening there right into the kitchen. So it won't feel that bad. And then this is one of the bedrooms, which I use for my bedroom. That door is going to be blocked off, so I'll be able to actually use it for proper storage. That's the original front door. So you used to come in there, come past the two bedrooms, out this door into this strange hallway. And I did have a freestanding pantry, which you would see in one of my original videos. So I've moved it into my bedroom at the moment. So I've got stuff stored as well as some of my food stuff is still in there and other storage. And of course the important things at the bottom, easy access, as well as the chocolates and the coffee. You got to have your priorities straight when you're living in a building site. Yeah. So there's also this big stack of shelving and other things are from, taking everything out and moving things around. I've got books I need to put places, old wallpaper. So through the hallway, look, my vacuum's already in its bedroom. I decided to take advantage of the fact the builder wasn't going to be here for a few days, and I did vacuum a bit, try to get rid of the dust. But that is actually going to be my vacuum's bedroom. So that's going to have an enclosed door closet into the laundry space. So this part here is going to be ripped out. So that won't be there. That will be the actual dryer, and there'll be a countertop there. And there's my new washing machine. So next to it, it will have a partner dryer. And then I'm going to have a different sink because obviously that's too tall. So I'm going to get a different sink, have a countertop over it, and then up here I'll be able to have cabinets go the whole way because that section there will be gone. But that used to house the hot water cylinder. Look how small that is. So all those years until I had it replaced, used to just be a small hot water cylinder for a 3-bedroom house. Used to be 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom. So shocking that they survived on that. But I had it removed and put a hot water heat pump outside. So now the hot water cylinder's outside. It's like 3 times bigger. And it uses a heat pump, so it saves on electricity. And here is my temporary kitchen sink. So there, I did dishes. Yay! So I did the dishes in the little sink there. Fortunately, I have 2 sinks. So one's for cleaning hands, one's for doing dishes. And the plants that used to be in my kitchen are sitting here momentarily waiting for a new home. And that's basically it. But I put that door in years ago. There used to be a cupboard right there and a small window. And that cupboard wasn't even deep enough to put your laundry soap in. It was very strange. Pardon the dirty floor. Cats paw around, but I did tile all this up so the cats had an area to go. Say hi, Stitch. You look like you've been rolling around. He's enjoying rolling around in the sawdust outside, and then he comes in and rubs it on me. The other thing my lovely little naughty Stitch has been doing has been jumping up there to get into the ceiling to look around. I used to have rats. I don't think they're there anymore. I caught many over the years. That's why I have all this stuff sitting on the wood. So it's just to discourage him from jumping up, and if he does, he hits something and it falls over and it spooks him and keeps him from getting up there. And that's what he's trying to do right now. He wants to get up there. Don't you, Stitch? And he's covered in sawdust. Where are you going? Get back in the camera. Quit rubbing my leg. There we go. Yes. He's got the cutest curly tail. I'm trying to put you on video. Stop that. Say hi. Okay. That's enough. All right. So thanks for watching that. I will either try to piece the two videos together to have one, or you're just going to have to watch the second one after the other one for the planning. Bye.